Minh pushes his mop bucket down the empty corridors of the office tower, the echo of his footsteps ringing hollow against the marble floor. Rain taps a steady rhythm against the windows, a backdrop to the fluorescent hum overhead. Outside, the city pulses with distant lights and sirens, but inside, the building is a world apart, silent, suspended between days. Minh pauses before the battered lobby piano, its keys yellowed and chipped, the instrument long since abandoned to time. He plants his wet floor sign like a flag, staking a claim in territory he's too weary to own. On his phone, a voicemail blinks insistently, a debt collector's reminder of the world beyond these walls. Minh doesn't play it, not tonight.
His nights are a loop of repetition. Mop, ring, push, hallway after hallway, each step counted out like clicks of a metronome. He clings to the rhythm to keep himself awake, to ward off the fog that settles in after midnight. Every time he passes the piano, his hands twitch, remembering a life before maintenance, before bills and broken promises. Rosa, the security guard, watches from her desk, her eyes sharp but kind. "Try it," she calls, nudging her thermos his way. Minh shrugs. "It's out of tune." "So are most of us," Rosa says. She grins, sliding him the thermos. "Still sing?" Minh lifts the floorboard. Some keys stick, others clank, the scale limping beneath his fingers. But as he plays, something shifts in the sterile lobby. The lights seem a little softer. The rain outside becomes more than noise, a percussion that blends with shaky chords. The music isn't perfect, but it's alive. During breaks, Minh returns to the piano, experimenting with arpeggios that ripple quietly over the rumble of janitorial carts. He lets chords linger over the hiss of the espresso machine cleaning itself in the vacant cafe. He remembers fragments from music school long ago, Debussy swirling like fog, Bill Evans bruised and gentle as a sunset. He records these sketches on his phone, breaths of melody in the middle of the night. He posts them anonymously to a small channel called 8th Floor. After midnight. No face, no story, just sound. A few listens trickle in, a handful of comments. Then, one night, an email arrives. A podcast wants to license one of his pieces. Minh laughs, startled by the joy in his own voice, echoing in the empty halls. He has no one to tell, no one who knows that the broom closet contains a door. Life, however, has a way of leaking through. On the 12th floor, a pipe bursts, water flooding into an executive office. Minh and Rosa hurry with buckets and towels, the building manager in a panic. Everything important is on that desk. Minh glances over. Paper, glass, things people think matter. He remembers what he lost, his mother's violin, the recital he missed, the scholarship left unanswered. He protects the desk, but he saves the piano first, dragging it out of harm's way, refusing to let it drown. His channel grows. 1,000 listens now. Someone writes, "Your music kept me from quitting my night shift. Thank you." Another says, "This sounds like my window at 3 a.m. Minh brings a small tuning wrench, learning from tutorials, coaxing the worst strings into something like truce. The piano is still imperfect, but it's closer to song. Rosa suggests a sign. Pop-up night concert, 3 songs at 2:15 a.m. She doesn't expect anyone, but 4 delivery drivers wander in, packages in hand. A programmer, clutching coffee, lingers near the back. The sleepy barista from the cafe joins them, unsure where to stand. They gather on the wet floor side of the sign, hesitant, as if courage itself has rules. Minh plays 3 songs, each named for his tools. Mop Waltz, Elevator Etude, Thermos Blues. The notes tremble, then steady, like a hand finding another in the dark. The audience is small but real, For a moment, the lobby is transformed. A space for listening, for hope, for connection. But the next day, an email arrives from building management. No unauthorized events. No unapproved performances. The piano is a decorative element. Minh stares at the word until it loses meaning, becoming a hallway of mirrors. He hears the collector's voicemail in his mind. Final notice. He wheels his mop away, telling Rosa, "Maybe that's the sign." Rosa snorts. "It is a sign. It says decorative, you're not." Minh writes a final piece. Letter to the manager. It begins with a squeaky C, left unfixed, then blooms into a melody as patient and persistent as mopping a mile of tile. At 2:15 a.m., he plays it alone, recording on his phone. When he finishes, he closes the piano's fallboard gently, as if tucking a child to sleep. The next morning, a different email waits for him. The podcast episode featuring his track has hit number 1 in a small category. A non-profit that places instruments in public spaces reaches out. "We heard your lobby piano. Want help making this official?" The building manager, seeing good PR, allows a sanctioned midnight mini concert once a week. Now, at 2:15 a.m., the lobby is alive. More souls drift in on unexpected intermission. Drivers, nurses, cleaners, coders. Rosa collects tips in the wet floor cone, grinning at the crowd. Minh sits at the once decorative piano. The first note lands, still slightly sharp. Life is too. He presses record anyway. Rhythm is music waiting for its melody. Amid the mop buckets and marble halls, Minh finds song, not in perfection, but in persistence, in the echo of hope that lingers after midnight. He is not decorative. Neither is anyone who listens, who risks a small tune in the quiet hours. When your life feels like maintenance, remember, you are the melody that makes the rhythm worthwhile.